Alright, here we go. Koba's looking for some of those $1,000 plus battle rifles. Let's see what we do. You know how it's kind of strange when people talk about buying a firearm of some sort, be it a surplus gun, or even something produced by, a company, supposedly a new gun. They all say it's rolling the dice, okay? We use that term, we're going to roll the dice. And I guess it means that you're taking a chance on quality, is the item being advertised as is, and things of that nature. Now, I'm not really a gun review channel, but the thing is, in my whole wide array of things I do on this channel, I do review guns that I believe are something people would be interested in and a good buy. And recently, in the past year, the way the market is, there's a lot of new production firearms out there, be it foreign made or US made, that because it's a very slow market, the prices have been reduced and you can get some pretty good deals. Granted, some of the foreign ones, there's questions of quality in that, like Taurus. Tauruses have always been a budget priced handgun. There's a lot of people that dislike them, but there's a lot of people that love them. So in my latest thing here, we reviewed $100 shotguns, okay? I mean, that was wonderful. A lot of views, people liked it. We also did a lot of work with sub $300 Glock clones. There's a lot of items out there that can be, purchased for under $300. Budget handguns. And they're good guns. But I got tempted and decided to go with another venue, and that was roller locked rifles, okay, like the G3, the Cetme C, and the Cetme L. So what I've done is with the Black Friday sales and everything else, I kind of searched around, wanted to kind of work with these firearms, and the opportunity came, and like at the beginning, I rolled the dice and said, let me go for it, and I'm gonna work with these guns, and do some things with them and explain to you honestly, without being sponsored, without being paid to do this, and also from the standpoint of buying the gun with my own money. These are not loaned to me. I don't work in a gun shop and someone says, hey, you got a channel, why don't you do us a favor and take this product out, try it out, so, advertise it for us more or less on the low key, Some places do mention the sponsor's name, which are actual stores. Some people don't, okay? And I believe that people would really just look for a plain, everyday person's view on this, okay? So, what are we looking at in this series? And it's going to be a series, because I'm going to discuss the weapons historically, mechanically, and all the other fun things that go along with it. It's going to be, and I'm going to try to keep it short, because I know people don't like long videos. Alright, so what I've gotten here, and some of these are, and over the years they've been produced. I've gotten a Century Arms CA-3 rifle, but this batch are the ones that they advertised in the SHOT Show last year, the year before, are the Portuguese version, or Portuguese produced version of the G3 rifle. So these are actually like the old West German made guns, more of an HK style. And they battle worn or something. They assemble these from parts kits, and that's another thing. parts kits. I was looking into it. Me and a friend of mine said, hey, let's build some of these guns. I knew a guy, he's an outstanding welder. And, you know, bending the flats and all that other stuff, I can handle head spacing and that, and I just would have to work with him on how to weld the gun back together. Well, I looked into it. Number one, you know, in the old days when you got parts kits 20 years ago, the barrels were live. Well, they passed a law and stopped that. So a lot of the foreign countries would make civilian guns. AK-47s and that used to come in from Eastern Europe, and some of them still do. Okay, Poland produces a lot of stuff that gets here. But the price has gone way up, okay? And they do sell parts kits, but without the barrel in that. If you went for like that Cetme and looked at getting the flat, getting the tooling, granted you can rent the tooling, but getting the tooling, everything else, just the parts kit, the work, the welding, the bending, getting another barrel, all this other stuff, probably replacing some of the furniture, you know, be it the stock or the handguard, you're paying more to build a kit unless you bought the kits a long time ago when they were like $100 a piece. Now they're like $200-300 for the parts kit. Okay, so it's less expensive to buy these three products. And the CA-3 I got is this last batch, are more like the German G3. Okay, I got a Cetme C Classic from Southern Tactical, which is more like a Cetme C. Okay, and also one of the hottest guns out there, a lot of guys that are into this stuff, a Cetme L from Marc Lmar. That's a very unusual gun, and they didn't make a lot of them, and actually I don't know how they still do it, but there's a lot of videos out there of people building from kits Cetme L rifles. I don't know how YouTube allows that, but people show you how it's done. Okay. Granted, when we review each and every one of these guns, I'll go over them, basically, you know, cost, and the thing is, warranty. Here's the thing, these are all product that have a warranty. So if there's something wrong with the gun, it's like one guy said, if you're paying, and you know, you're looking at 1K plus, just about all of these, alright? This ain't no sub $300 gun or something. These things cost a lot. Okay, so one thing I'm going to cover, what kind of a warranty they have if there's an issue and you need to send it back. Also what comes with it, kind of the condition of it, and things like that. Okay, now when you know we review guns, and I'm pretty honest, about the only person, there's two people out there that I like, and I will mention their channel. That's another thing. People don't mention other people's channels, okay? These people kind of specialize in stuff, and I don't mind mentioning them. And, you know, maybe you like their material better than mine. I mean, that's great with me. I notice a lot of YouTube people don't like boosting another channel that's doing more in-depth stuff on a topic than they are. You know, I don't care. I get enough views. People like my channel. The ones to look for, and this guy here, I didn't even watch him do this on the Cetmes or nothing. He got one from Southern Tactical too, is PA Gun Guy. And out of all of them, I don't believe he owns a store. He may be associated with a place, but the way he talks about these guns and reviews them, and he does mention, you know, that he put 12 C notes out for this gun, and, you know, he ain't quite happy. So this ain't a guy reviewing it because someone's loaning him the gun or paying him. I believe he pays out of his own pocket. Okay, and this is his personal opinion, so he's good. He reviews a lot of these guns that are in a price range that, you know, I can't do as many videos as he's done. But PA Gun Guy. Then there's another fellow, Mishu. Okay, and I always wondered why he went by Mishu, which is Russian for like Mikey. It's what your grandma would call you, other than what they would call me, Misha. Is there's another channel out there which I run across talking about these same, battle rifles, they call them, not your AR-15, more of the unusual ones. There's another guy, Misha. Okay, so that's why he goes by Mishu. He's very good. He explains these firearms in depth, the history of them and everything else. But see, I believe he said that he owns some sort of business or something. So even though the stuff's historical, he's still ordering through a company or something. And I believe all that stuff's in his collection. But then again, like I said, if I was associated with a business and they would say, hey, Mike, man, grab this, go make a video, You don't have to buy it. You can go test it out. I wish I had a situation like that. But, Misha there, I believe, those are his guns, and he has a collection of them. Also, he's got some really rare types that are, hard to find. But good place if you really want in-depth information about the weapons. He's a good resource place to go. I mean, he really gets into it way more than me. He covers a lot of the AKs and all the new stuff out there that's available, if you're into that. I haven't looked at an AK-47 in years, the ones I have, and I'll bring them out and we'll compare and discuss and do all that fun stuff. Alright, so that's what's going on. I'm going to do this. Now, the next video I'm going to make is I'm going to talk about my reviewing of all guns. And, why you should kind of watch what I'm doing. It's a different perspective. It's not that I'm better than anybody else, not that I have more information, but I just look at it a little bit differently in a different context than most people. And then I'll go over all these different guns and that. And I still have work to do with the pistols and talk about holsters and other things like that. And we'll get into historical thing and compare these to the M14, the M16, and the M1 Garand, and AK-47s, and how they all kind of fit into one group. Alright guys, and do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.